Good morning. So we are just about to leave on another 4-day tramp. It is Sunday, so we did only just come back from hiking on Friday. So it's going to be pretty full on couple of days. But we're heading up to Cascade Saddle today. Then we're going to go over round to Lake Lochnagar, which brings us back over the Rees saddle. And then we're going to go again over the Shotover saddle. So the route after Cascade is unmarked until we get back over Shotover saddle. So it should be a fun couple of days. It definitely looks quite sketchy in areas, so we need to be careful. But yeah, apart from that, we are very excited. Today's going to be around a 10-hour day. So we'll do around 8 o'clock. It's a 2-hour drive. So it's going to be late by the time we get to camp tonight. Here is the late comer. Time to go this.
Hello.
So we just left the car park and we are on our way to Cascade Saddle. Let's go! And just in the gap there, we've got Rob Roy Glacier. Wow. But it's been years since we've been over. And we are just arriving at a very busy aspiring hut. And just over there, coming into view is Mount Aspiring. So I'm letting go this time. I'm leaving everything behind. But I'm gonna hold you close and tight. And I'm gonna love you till I die in another life. I've made one too many mistakes, but I still try to make it better. But I know I can't change the weather, so I just try to numb the hurting. But I made it worse and worse. I lied and I tricked you, and you left my life, now I miss you. I know I shouldn't think about you, but deep down it. So even though it's super hot and the sun's beating down pretty hard, we're rock climbing up the side of Cascade Saddle. And honestly, it's incredible. I mean, the views behind and Mount Aspiring, insane. We're very excited to get to the top. Currently rock climbing, and it's very cool. But maybe I'll make the same mistakes I made instead. So maybe we should never meet again. So that last section that we were warned about by so many people, and I mean it could be totally different in bad weather, but for us it seemed absolutely fine. And I was so worried about that the past couple of days, and now it's just like, yeah. So if you do this hike and you've got some alpine experience, then honestly you will be all good. And of course we're gonna go right to the Shrike. So and we made it to the top for this epic. And I'll just leave this love behind, but I can't forget what's deep inside. So I hope I meet you. So the track itself actually carries on along here, but we might as well head to the summit while we're here. In another life. And now we're back on trail. And what a beauty. From the saddle, it was a short descent down to a dock camp for a well-earned water and snack break. The plan was to carry on to Dart Hut, after being warned by basically everyone that we saw not to camp around Cascade due to the Kia. So to the hut it was. That was until the clouds started to pour.
It's about to blow over.
Yeah, good.
Which meant that sunset could be epic. And that's what we were here for, right? It didn't take much convincing before our tents were up, and it was beautiful.
Meet me on the street lights.
And this is our tent pitch for the night. Doing it for the gram. Over here we've got the incredible map sparring, the glacier, and our home for the night. What a view.
Tell me it's the only thing you know. Driving down the highway, moving slow. Tell me it's the only thing you.
So after an already incredible day, incredible camp spot, the sky has lit up again. Insane.
On to something. Never know what love's ever about.
And now it's definitely dinner time. We were woke up by the Kia playing with our guy ropes pretty early. Good morning. We had a feeling this might have been coming, but as soon as we were out of our tents, sunrise was starting. What a start to the day. And it seemed as if the Kia were waking us up just in time. They no longer cared about our gear. They just wanted to enjoy the sunrise with us. And it was one of the best mornings I have ever experienced.
But I hate you. Tell me it's the only thing you know. Driving down the highway, moving slow. Tell me it's the only thing you know.
A very early start, thanks to all of these guys. But what a way to start the day.
Tell me it's the only thing you Tell me it's the only thing you know. Driving down the highway, moving slow. Tell me it's the only thing you know.
Hello.
Tell me it's the only thing you know.
So we have just left our camp spot down there from last night. It's still pretty cold. The sun's trying to make an appearance, but there's a lot of cloud to get to. But we're heading to Dart Hut now. Gonna have some breakfast there, and then we're thinking we might try and push on to Lochnagar. But how doable that is, we're not too sure yet. So we'll see how we feel as the day goes on. But yeah, should be awesome. And we've got Dark Glacier right here. What an incredible start to the day.
Gotcha. Where the river starts to turn.
Smile for the camera. So coming down from Cascade's a bit sketchy. We've been following all the way along the scree slope to get round. And we made it to the bottom, down from Cascade Saddle. And I'm not sure if it was because we were coming down, but coming down that way felt a lot harder than going up was yesterday. Just with all the scree and the rocks, it was super slippy and you had to follow like the rock cairns. But I mean, most people do Cascade from this side as like a side trip from the restart, so it's definitely doable. But yeah, for some reason yesterday the more dangerous side felt way better, so but anyway, now we're at the river. I think we've got about 2 hours to the hut and then over to Rees Saddle. We were hoping to get to Lochnagar today, but we'll see how we go.
Staring at stars, watching the moon, hoping that one day they'll lead me to you. Wait every night, 'cause if a star falls, I wish to go back to the times that I love. Why do the stars shine so bright in the sky? If most of the people are sleeping.
We made it! Almost to the hut.
Only one chance at life. I wish I could go back in time.
So we've not long left the hut. We're on our way up to Rees Saddle and the views are incredible. We're thinking we're gonna hike up to Rees Saddle and then walk as far as we can into Snowy Creek, and then we'll probably camp there for the night and then set off up to 2,000 meters tomorrow. So tomorrow's a big day, but very excited to get to camp.
Pictures remind me of things I forgot, but also of all of the things that I've lost. Can't get them back, they won't fall from above. So I try to forget all the times that I've loved. Why do we remember beautiful lies?
So we just made it to the top of Rees Saddle. We can either go this way to Queenstown, that's how big it is, or this way into the wilderness on an unmarked route. And that find this goes.
Pretty lovely.
Queenstown? We are definitely going this way into the wild, and it's going to be good. Hopefully. Currently pretty lost. We're meant to be down in this valley somewhere, but we couldn't get around the river, so we've ended up climbing up a hill. Now having to get down, which is hard because there's quite a few rocky bluffs. But we're gonna do it. We are gonna find a safe route down, and then once we're on the valley floor, it should be pretty straightforward. Should be. Finally setting up camp. Good morning. So we have just left camp. It's still pretty cold, as you can tell, very wrapped up. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty chill day. We got lost up here somewhere last night, trying to get down to the river for camp. So I don't know if we like misread the map or what, but we're walking along the river for the morning, and then we've got a pretty big day today. We're going to try and get to Lochnagar and like just past it so that we can camp on Shot of a Saddle the following day. but the times, I don't know, it might take us longer than expected because we are on an unmarked route now. So even though it looks quick on a map, I don't think it's going to be quick enough for that. But we'll see how we get on. Bit of river walking first, and then we are heading up to 2,000 metres.
Is it fine if I don't really like the distance between you and I wanna pull you close to me and be the only one you see. But who am I to keep you by my side when there's so many other guys who make you happier than I do? Is it fine?
Off we go! Up the mountain.
'Cause I'm not that special and I want the best for you. But even if I'm not that guy, I wanna be the one you're holding, I wanna be the one you're talking to, I wanna see you every morning.
So as we first came up, we ended up on this bit here, which ends up with like a rock face. So I mean, it could be doable to do if you keep going up the hill, or you just gone back down a bit and come up this. It is a scree slope, but there's a lot of bit of grass on it, and it's way easier to walk up than a rock face. So I'm pretty glad that we went back and came this way, and looks like we're pretty close to the top.
It's okay, 'cause you know I'm the type to let my feelings slip away. Leave the memories in the past and stop remembering what I had. But if I went back to where it all began, I'd go and fall in love with you again and try my best to make every single moment alive. But even if I'm in love with you, there isn't much I can do but write another song about a girl I really need in my life. 'Cause I wanna be the one you're holding.
Just stopped for a little lunch break, surrounded by these incredible views. And now we're heading for Lochnagar. And the landscape up here is surreal. It's insane.
There's just so many things I wanna do, but I can't really say it loud, 'cause I'm not the only one in love with you. You are amazing, and I'm falling more and more each day, and everyone likes you, but I want you more than all the other guys do. Wish you could know it, but how can I show it when there's so much better than me?
We have incredible mountain views all around, and it even looks like there's a slight path. Wow. And handmade by Jordan, we have a rock card. The mountain views were incredible, but from here we made the mistake of heading down a little further than we were supposed to. So we scrambled back up onto what we thought was the route. Yeah, is it route too hard? And what we were faced with was a rock face, with falling scree and very narrow footholds. The notes we had weren't super clear on whereabouts we were meant to be, just that we needed to find a faint goat trail that would lead us safely along the mountainside and over to Lochnagar. That we did not find, and after a good couple of hours trying to find a route along the rock face, we made the very tough decision to turn back. So we have just been trying to make our way along this mountainside. Lochnagar is over the hill, but it is very sketchy. So I don't know, it's that sketchy that we are going to turn back around. So it's going to be a long ass way back to the restart. It's also going to leave us in Queenstown, so we're going to have to hitch back to Wanaka. So, I don't know. But it's going to be a long couple of days and a long way back.
A bit lost.
Very lost. So we've now climbed back up to 2,000 metres to try and find a way down, because on this side is just one big massive bluff. Over the hill behind me is Lochnagar, which could be an alternative route, but we're all incredibly tired. It looks like Jordan's just found a route. So I think we're gonna probably end up heading back, do the Rees Valley track, come out of Queenstown and then maybe hitchhike back to Wanaka. Because even though it is only on the other side of this hill, we don't know what we're going to be greeted with, because it's hard to tell on the topo map whether it's going to be scree, if it's going to be bush, so we think the safest option is just to turn around and go back. For the first time in New Zealand, in hiking in general actually, we have been officially defeated by the mountains. And now, once we get down this mountain, we're going to climb all the way back up there. Yay! In the ideal world, we'd be able to camp here and then try it again tomorrow, knowing it's just over that mountain there. But we just don't have the extra day of food to try and do it. So our best bet is to go back. But it's so gutting. And it's literally just over that hill. But just over that hill, it's hard to bloody get to. Goodbye mountains. It seems so much more doable from here. Slowly but surely. Bloody hell. Definitely not thoroughly enjoying heading back down this. And it's starting to rain. Yay! So it surprisingly only took us an hour and a half to get back down, but we are back in the valley where we were this morning, but slightly further up the stream. We also don't have matches because they were slightly damp, so we're having a cold soaked dinner.
We're safe, we're going to be warm and we're going to be fed.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
So we're grateful for that, and then we're going to carry on along the Rees Valley tomorrow and then out to Queenstown.
But I wanna be the one you're holding. I wanna be the one you're talking to. I wanna see you every morning. But I'm not the only one in love with you. I wanna tell you all about it. There's just so many things I wanna do, but I can't really say it loud, 'cause I'm not the only one in love.
Good morning. So we have just left camp and now leaving these incredible mountains behind us, which hold Lochnagar on the other side, but we're okay about it. And today we're going to we're heading to the Rees Saddle now, which should take us around an hour and a half, 2 hours, back to where we camped the other night, and then to the hut. We actually think we're going to head slightly past the hut today because it's closer than we thought it was, and we want to get out to Queenstown in like a decent time so we can get some good food and hitch back tomorrow. So yeah, it's pretty cold this morning. Definitely feeling better about the whole Lochnagar thing though. And I would recommend, if anyone does want to go to Lochnagar, the easier route is to go over the Lochnagar Saddle, and then there's like an overgrown 4-wheel drive track that leads to the lake, so we may or may not do that. I don't know. I'd be pretty keen to, but it's another 4-day tramp maybe. So yeah, we'll stick to this one for now. see how we get on, and we will catch you later.
Yeah, you are fine. Just give you time. Just know that you are
And now we're making our own route back to the trail, where it will again be marked.
that all the time. And I like that. It's obvious that you're the last. Everyone knows where I match. Baby, look at the contrast. And I'm aware if I'm never a millionaire that you would never really care. Cause I know that you'll be right there. I know you care. And we will never really be perfect, but girl, I know you deserve it.
I forgot to do it up on the saddle because we were chatting to a lady up there. We are now back on trail. It's such a smooth ride. We've just come down a pretty steep hill. From here on out, things just flat to Queenstown, so very excited. It's nice to be back on a trail and it being easy, but it was also super fun going off trail and definitely something different, so it's nice to be back on trail for now though.
So mine, you give me that all the time. You give me that all the time.
All I want is for you to be right here. I know I got a lot of fears, but I know that you won't disappear. And I don't care if you're not a millionaire. Baby, what we have is rare. I won't let anything take away what we have. No, nothing, nothing, nothing. Even if I need a little space, nothing, nothing, nothing. Everything will fall into place.
We have just arrived at a shelter rock hut with some light lunch.
You think that you are fine. Just give you time. Just know that you are still mine. Peace of mind. You give me that all the time. You give me that all the time. You think that you are fine. Just give you time. Just know that you are still mine. Peace of mind. You give me that all the time. You give me that all the time.
The trail currently taking us through an insane amount of mud. Yay! So now that it's about 7 o'clock-ish, we just seen a bunch of white-tailed deer, which is so cool. Still walking through bog, but yeah, the white-tailed deer was epic, and they make running through this bog look a lot easier than we do. Hi. Oh yeah, I just passing all these horses. So I forgot to vlog yesterday because the phone died, the camera died. But we managed to get to Muddy Creek Car Park, camped here, and I'm now about to walk on the road out to Glenorchy and hopefully get a hitch so I don't have to walk all the way.
How do you get back to that? You need to hitchhike.
Did you get a picture of it?